Have you ever looked at someone and instantly felt like something was off, but you couldn't explain why? Maybe they smiled at you, said all the right things, acted friendly, and yet something inside you whispered, "Don't fully trust this person." Strange, right? Because sometimes people speak with their mouth, but reveal themselves with everything else. Their eyes. Their body language. Their reactions. Their silence. And here's the scary part, most people completely miss it. Every single day people lie to them, hide intentions from them, fake emotions around them, and they never see it coming. The Stoics understood something powerful centuries ago. If you learn to observe instead of just listen, people will quietly tell you exactly who they are. Not with words, but with patterns. In this video, we're going to uncover the hidden Stoic secrets that help you read anyone like a book and notice the things most people miss. Stay until the end because the final lesson is something people reveal without realizing it, and once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it again. And if you're serious about understanding people, mastering human behavior, and becoming mentally stronger, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's begin. The first thing you need to understand is this: people reveal themselves when they stop trying to impress you. At the beginning, almost everyone wears a mask. They smile more. They act nicer. They carefully choose their words. But masks are heavy, and nobody can hold one forever. So instead of paying attention to how people act during perfect moments, watch what happens during uncomfortable moments. Watch what happens when they get angry. Watch what happens when they don't get their way. Watch what happens when they think nobody important is watching. Because here's something strange about human nature: pressure doesn't create character, pressure reveals character. Think about it. Have you ever seen someone act calm and respectful one moment, then suddenly explode over something small? Suddenly become rude to a waiter? Suddenly become cold when they no longer need something from someone? That's not a different person appearing. That's the real person slipping out for a second. The Stoics believed emotions expose what words hide. Because people can control their mouth for a while, but controlling reactions is much harder. And here's where it becomes even more interesting, because the next sign is something people reveal every few seconds, yet most people miss it completely. Once you notice it, you'll start seeing hidden emotions everywhere. The next thing to watch is people's eyes, because eyes often tell a different story than words. Now before you think this is some movie scene where you magically detect lies in 2 seconds, that's not what this is. The truth is more subtle, and honestly, more powerful. Have you ever noticed someone saying, "I'm fine," but something felt off? Their smile looked normal. Their words sounded normal. Yet you still felt something wasn't right. That's because your brain noticed something before your mind did. People can control their words. They can even force a smile. But controlling tiny reactions is much harder. A quick look away. Eyes widening for a split second. A sudden change in focus. Tiny things most people ignore. The Stoics understood that truth often whispers while lies usually work harder. And here's the mistake most people make: they judge one moment and instantly decide, "I figured this person out." That's dangerous. Because one action means very little. But repeated patterns? That's where the truth lives. One lie doesn't tell you everything. One bad mood doesn't tell you everything. But repeated behavior starts building a story. And what comes next might be the most dangerous sign of all, because people accidentally reveal it when they think they're hiding it perfectly. The next sign is how people talk about others when those people aren't around. This is where masks start falling apart. Think about it: if someone sits next to you and constantly gossips, constantly tears people down, constantly exposes private things about others, what do you think happens when you leave the room? Most people never ask themselves that question. The Stoics believed a person's character is revealed by what they do when there is nothing to gain. Because respect, loyalty, and honesty aren't things people switch on and off. They're habits. Patterns. And patterns never stay hidden forever. Imagine meeting two people. One spends every conversation attacking others, judging others, complaining about everyone around them. The second person stays calm, speaks carefully, and doesn't desperately drag people down just to feel important. Without even thinking about it, who do you trust more? The answer happens automatically inside your mind. Because here's the truth, people usually expose themselves while trying to expose someone else. And now things become even more interesting, because the next lesson has nothing to do with words, eyes, or even behavior. Yet once you notice it, you'll understand people on a level most never reach. Now here's the part almost nobody notices: watch how people behave when they have power. Because power changes things. Suddenly the person who seemed kind becomes arrogant. Suddenly the person who looked humble starts acting superior. Suddenly respect disappears the moment they feel important. And here's the scary thing, many people hide this side of themselves perfectly until they gain some kind of control. It doesn't have to be millions of dollars or celebrity status. Sometimes it's something small. Becoming a manager. Having social influence. Being the smartest person in a group. Even having attention from other people. Because power doesn't always change people, sometimes power simply removes the mask. The Stoics paid close attention to this. Because they understood something most people ignore: character isn't shown by how someone treats people above them. Character is shown by how they treat people below them. Think about that for a second. Watch how someone talks to waiters. Watch how they speak to strangers. Watch how they react to people who can't give them anything in return. Because when there is nothing to gain, truth becomes easier to see. And if you think that's powerful, the final lesson might change the way you look at people forever. Because this one silently predicts who someone really is long before they say a word. Now here's the final lesson, and this one silently predicts almost everything about a person: watch what they repeatedly choose. Not what they promise. Not what they say they want. Not what they post online. Watch what they repeatedly do. Because people can fake words. People can fake emotions. People can fake personalities for a while. But repeating something over and over again, that's much harder to fake. Think about it. Someone says they value loyalty, but constantly disappears when people need them. Someone says honesty matters, but lies about small things every day. Someone says they want success, but repeats the same lazy habits every single week. Suddenly, words and actions start fighting each other. And when that happens, always trust actions. The Stoics understood a powerful truth: don't listen to what people claim to be. Observe what they repeatedly practice. Because repeated actions become habits. Habits become character. And character becomes destiny. Now let's put everything together. Watch people under pressure. Watch their eyes and reactions. Watch how they talk about others. Watch how they behave when they gain power. And most importantly, watch their patterns. Because here's the mistake most people make. They try to read people instantly. They see one moment and believe they know everything. But reading people isn't magic. It's observation. It's patience. It's noticing what everyone else ignores. And here's the solution most people never hear: stop trying so hard to be understood by everyone and start understanding people instead. Become quieter. Observe more. React less. Because the person who sees clearly will always have an advantage over the person who only listens blindly. And remember this: people reveal themselves every single day. The question is not whether they are showing you who they are. The real question is, are you paying attention? Once you learn this skill, conversations change. Relationships change. The people you trust change. And sometimes, your entire life changes. Before you leave, I want you to do something that takes 5 seconds but says a lot about who you are. In the comments, type just one word: observe. If you made it all the way to the end, I want to see who actually pays attention and who just watches without listening. I read every single comment. And if this video opened your eyes even a little today, hit that like button because someone out there is blindly trusting the wrong people right now. Subscribe and join this journey if you want to master Stoic wisdom, understand human behavior, and become mentally stronger than most people around you. And don't stop here, watch the next video on your screen right now, because the more you understand people, the harder it becomes for people to control you. I'll see you there.